There are plenty of happy faces at Hope and Home School, but behind their smiles lies a sadder story. There are millions of orphans living in Kenya, and this school houses 138 of them from the ages of 4 to 14. Many of them come from a life of poverty, and this school gives them a chance for the future. And it's with the help of the British Army that they hope to improve conditions for the children living here. Soldiers from the 2PWRR battle group are cleaning up and improving the school.
God, it concerns what we believe.
The children study hard, but with limited electricity, there is nowhere for them to work or eat once the sun goes down.
As you can see, it's not in great state. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this building safe because it's been bodged. So walls, windows, re-strut, re-brace, so everything is square. Doors, and this is going to be the main dining hall. If you come in, this is where the kids are going to be eating. Obviously, it's going to be a lot better when we're finished.
On the playground, troops are also busy.
They have a shower and it basically runs straight through and floods the playground, so the kids can't, well, they're playing in dirty water they've showered in. So what we're doing now is we're digging a soak-away pit. We're going to run 6 pipes out the building behind me into the main pit there, and then it's going to be full of shingle, 4 foot deep of shingle. So basically the water's going to go in there and soak down instead of flooding all over the playground.
Wanjiku is home to the main British hub here in Kenya, and the town has thrived under their presence. 300 Kenyans are locally employed, and an additional 500 can be hired to play the civilian population during each Exercise Askari Thunder. But with the use of Kenyan land to train on comes a duty of care, known as consent to train.
It's quite difficult for us as Westerners to realise just how big an impact something that we consider very, very small is on them. So a lick of paint, helping out grading a road or something like that, it goes an awfully long way here in terms of our consent to train and our relationship. As far as the soldiers that do the projects are concerned, I think it's important that they come out here, they do the training, yes, that's what they're here for, but they see something of the country, and you can see the very best and the very worst of Kenya by getting involved in some of that consent-winning activity. I'm pretty sure they all find it very rewarding and, if I'm honest, pretty eye-opening as well.
It's the job of the Military Stabilisation Support Group to see who needs help the most in Wanjiku and up to Archer's Post. At Lydia Special School, resources are limited. 105 children sleep 2 or 3 to a bed, and although they receive some government funding, classrooms are cramped. So support here is key. LCpl have donated the latest set of clothes, and British soldiers have already worked on a fence and playground.
Given support, we'll be comfortable to enroll more children, to give them time and enough support for education.
Across town, the MSSG visit the Wanjiku primary school. The children here don't have much, but Joyce feeds them and teaches basic English and maths. Soldiers have previously donated a cot for the babies here, but they hope to do much more.
The community gain from it as well, because they get to interact with our soldiers. Normally they just see them flying through the town on the back of a truck, all suited up, ready to go on exercise. So they don't get to meet British soldiers. And most of the soldiers out here are male and female. Most of them are married, have children themselves, and they can relate to the problems.
Back at Hope and Home, they may have a lot to do, but there's always time for a bit of a kick around or a joke.
When they said to me, like, you might be going to Kenya, I thought, oh yes, it's going to be good. You see it on telly and things, people helping out in places like this. I never thought that I'd actually get involved and get hands-on.
Although we're out here on exercise, at least we're putting something back into the community as well. So it can only be a good thing. We've got limited time, limited resource, like 3 weeks, like I said. But in them 3 weeks, we can make a big, big difference to these kids' lives.
A little goes a long way to keep these children smiling. Ali Gibson, Forces News, Kenya.